my man. Hoop season. Ball.
Have you heard that remix?
Yeah, man. I heard
Shaq and Kobe?
Yeah, man.
Ooh, Dame came with that fire.
Dame got that fire.
Yeah, Shaq came out there too, though. Shaq ain't no slouch.
Yeah. But you could tell Shaq got that rap flow.
He's a 90s rapper.
Not that. It ain't even that. It's just like, you ever heard a kid that got some bars?
Yeah.
But they ain't really like, do like when it comes to the beat, it's like, all right, I hear what you're saying, but it's hard to really give you that. Like, you giving them a pass, but you like, you know what I mean? It's like, talk that talk. I don't know how to explain it, man, but it's dope. But you could tell it's just the way he rap. It don't come off smooth like Dame. Just put it that way. It's cool
because I look at it like Dame. It's just like with anything. Dame is consistently in the booth.
Not even that. I just feel like Shaq off beat sometimes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But
nah, bro. If you
talking about even on his old music too?
I mean, no, on his old music he was solid. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I was getting at is like Dame is consistently in the booth. So when you're consistently in the booth, you're always perfecting your craft, and you can tell like, oh, okay. But Shaq, he don't rap often.
It ain't about rapping, bro. Often, like Jay-Z can not rap for.
He's a professional.
No. But what I'm saying is,
and we talking. You just use Jay-Z as an example out of all people?
No. Bro, even if I don't rap, I can get on the beat and I can sound smoother than Shaq. Like the bars was there.
He had bars.
He had bars. It was just like
the big Aristotle and Grease.
Let's put it this way. I get it this way. I don't think the beat was the best.
Shaq?
Yeah, just put it that way.
Maybe that's it. That's it.
That's all I'm saying. Like Shaq got bars. I ain't saying Shaq ain't got bars. He rapped for Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying?
Meek went off. Ross went off.
They all went off. But what I'm saying is that I just feel like that wasn't the beat for Shaq. It was like it's like he wasn't on the beat like how
all the time.
Yeah,
on the beat all the time.
It was sometimes he was doing good, and then sometimes you just like that's what I'm saying. It's like
I feel like the end of it. He was solid.
Yeah, he got better.
And by the end of it, he was solid. I like
the beat changed.
It did.
The beat changed. The beat did change, my boy. Shout out to the beat change. But it's good. It's good. It's NBA season.
It's NBA season.
The Denver Nuggets are 2-0.
Yeah.
I had a scary game the other night, but they're 2-0. And so let's talk about the Denver Nuggets before we get into, all Los Angeles Lakers. But this one is more for the NBA. Are they the team? Can they repeat, number one? And then two, who's the team that can dethrone the Nuggets? Because right now, they looking real nice.
Yeah. So, heading in, man, I was like, I don't believe in the Nuggets.
Right.
We didn't get a chance because we ain't been here in a while. So, I would have told you. I don't believe in the Nuggets. I felt like they lost Bruce Brown. And then I'm like, who's gonna pick that up? Who's gonna be that guy for them to come off the bench and be that spark?
Right.
And I just didn't see it. I felt like they was kind of like they kind of struck when the iron was hot, kind of like the Mavs did in 2011. And you get you a ship, and then that's kind of it. But after watching them game one, they're just deadly, and they're deadly because they play a style of basketball that is not being played right now in the NBA. They come out and they really play basketball.
Right.
They're running real sets to get your defense shifting and moving, and they're finding ways to get guys quality looks, possession after possession after possession. Yeah. They're getting quality looks, and when you can continue to get quality looks per possession, there's good chances that good things will continue to happen for you. And so that's right now to me what looks so good for them, and that's just kind of how I have it. So can they repeat? Yes. Will they? I'm going to say no, but I do believe that the infrastructure they have they can repeat.
Okay, before we get into the who will dethrone them, this is my thing with the Denver Nuggets. I definitely believe they can repeat, and here's why. I feel they have the nucleus there. Mm-hmm. They got different pieces that's going to do different things. But one thing that I see about Denver that I don't see a lot of teams is that, number one, they play hard and they play defense. They scrappy. They're long, they're lengthy, They damn near outboard you. They take advantage of the mismatches. Like every possession, they're finding a way to create a mismatch. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then you have one of the greatest passing big mans to ever play this game. Like it's different when your big man can see the floor like a point guard, and he creates the best possible shot, and he's so unselfish. And one thing I see about Jokic is, which I really admire about him, is he stay under composure. You don't really see him get riled up.
You don't.
Even if he get riled up, he'll get you like, come on, man, come on. And then he back to it. But he never get riled up. And what I love about him is that though he's not the vocal, he's the vocal. And what I mean by that, he vocal in his play. Like if when I saw him play against the Lakers, when the Lakers started making their run, Jokic silently and deadly said, give me the ball, I got you. I'm going to create the best play. I'm going to make sure we get the
for somebody else.
Exactly. And then they trust each other.
They do.
That they all bought into the system. The Mike Malone system is so bought into. It doesn't matter who you plug in as long as you keep the key in the core, which is Jokic, and then you have Murray, who's deadly, and then you know who's a sleeper in my opinion. I feel like this man helps them, and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, it's almost like, and I told you this last time, it's almost like they play that Lakers-style bubble basketball, low-key. It's like they play almost two bigs, but just the other big is more athletic than the other big, but they play. Aaron Gordon can shoot. He don't shoot threes, but he'll make 1 and 2. But he stay in that dunker spot. He stay under the post. And when Jokic's down there and he see Aaron, it's a smooth yeah, got you. Body him up. Oh, okay, you ain't going to help? I'm going to get the bucket then. Oh, I'm going to give it a KCP. Like, these players are proven. You get what I'm saying? And so they're a tough team to beat. And like I said, they always got things moving.
Man.
They always got things moving.
Their offense is so dynamic, man. You will come down and then it's like they'll hit you with like a little handoff screen. You will fight over the screen. Jokic will re-screen you.
Right.
Now you got to switch. And then when you switch, now it's like, oh, okay. Now Jokic is on the guy that you didn't want him on.
Right.
Then you got to send a double. Soon as you send a double, this dude cut. Soon as he cut, now you got to help off here. Now they kick it to the corner, 3-ball corner pocket.
It's crazy.
It's like, and I'm sitting there watching it like, damn, there's really nothing y'all can do, huh? Like, and honestly, like, it was times in the Lakers game where I was frustrated,
right?
Because it was just like they were doing certain things at times. I was just like, what? Like, for example, and it's not me harping on Bron, but he does this in moments, and other people from the Lakers does this too. The Lakers are making a run. I won't forget it. Lakers are making a run. They're playing defense. They get the shot clock down to like 5 seconds. Instead of going to go corral Aaron Gordon, he says, "Aaron Gordon, you can't shoot.
Yeah.
Let me just get you."
Play the percentage.
You feel me? No.
No, but I'm saying that's what he did. He played the percentage.
I'm going to go get out there because we are building momentum.
Yeah.
And I feel like NBA teams tend to do that, where it's just like, well, yeah, we're going to let you shoot.
With the percentage. Like, hey, man, you made that, tip your cap, or whatever the case may be.
No, but I'm saying you live with that percentage 23, 20, like 18 seconds in the shot clock. When you've played defense as hard as you played up until the 5-second mark, you might as well finish this defensive series out and make that shot even tougher. You got to. That's why you create doubt on defense. When we ain't no freebies for 24 seconds, everybody strapped up.
Yeah, I feel you, but I feel it. I feel it.
But I'm just saying, like, but the Nuggets make you have to play defense for 24 seconds.
Right.
The minute you do, we good. It's a bucket happening.
It's a bucket.
So like I said, can they repeat? Yes. I have seen enough to know that they can.
Okay.
I don't believe they will.
Okay.
But I believe they can.
So who's the team that's going to dethrone them then?
It's 2 teams. It's only Lakers and the Suns. Lakers and the Suns.
That's it?
In the West. They'll be the ones that keep them from going.
Okay.
And then in the East,
if they get there, who's going to be the team?
It has to be the Bucks. They run it through everybody else. Because the Nuggets really don't have an answer for Giannis. At all. But the Nuggets do have a Brook Lopez that's physical enough, that's big enough to compete with a Jokic. Because they can play big against Jokic. You feel me? They don't have to worry about like, all right, we play small. And so I feel like, and then Dame is basically the offset to Murray. Because Dame is him still.
Right.
You feel me? And so that's why I think that the Bucks is the only team in the East that can compete with the Nuggets at the highest level. And the Lakers and the Suns will be the only ones that can in the West, because the Lakers have enough size when utilized and enough of a scoring punch, just like I feel like the Suns. Like, when you watch the Suns' first game, they ain't even had Bradley Beal yet. But Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, that is D Book looking like a playmaker right now, too.
Yeah, I feel that.
So that's my...
You know what? I'm going with a sleeper. I'm going with two. Those are some good picks. But first of all, I'm surprised you didn't say Boston, because I feel like Boston got the complete team. They got
Porzingis looks nice. My bad.
I'm not saying Porzingis going to body, but what happens? This I think is the formula to beating the Nuggets.
Okay,
is you make Jokic and Jamal Murray play defense. You got to make them play defense. And when the Lakers did well in the series last year, those two people was always playing defense. But when you get to hide them in other people, that's when they can get on a nice little run. But whenever you press them, whenever you go at those two players, because I ain't saying Jokic can't play defense, but he's a big body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when you have to do more, when even any team that gives success on the Nuggets is when Jamal Murray and Jokic is playing defense. And I feel like when you got Porzingis who can stretch the floor, and if he do what he did against the Knicks, you know what I'm saying, shooting some threes, protecting the paint, not giving up no easy chicken buckets, you know what I'm saying, then I feel like Boston, and they got two deadly wings, and they got a freaking killer in Drew Holiday, which was a steal. Yeah. They became a complete team, and they still got Al Horford, and they still got depth coming off the bench that's going to help and do what they need to do. I like Boston. Heck, I even like Boston beating Milwaukee. I'm not even going to hold you. I feel like Milwaukee's great. I feel like Dame and Giannis is going to get some buckets. They're going to do some things. But in Middleton, I don't know how that's going to work, because it's always been Giannis and Middleton.
So Middleton has to realize them old ass knees is done. Okay. And when
that's easier said than done.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. They talked about it on NBA, Inside the NBA.
Right.
When they was just saying Middleton has to realize, like, every 5 games, we're going to need 25 out of you.
Right.
But for the most part, Middleton should be between the 16 to 20 range. He should focus in on playing defense and knocking down open shots off the Dame and Giannis pick and roll. And then he should focus in on being the linchpin for the second unit.
Right.
So when I look at it, like, you start him, you take him out first, you bring in like Beasley or whoever you decide to bring in, and then Dame and Giannis go sit.
Right.
And then you allow him to be your second team guy. That's where you get your buckets, and that's how you allow him to stay in rhythm. Yeah. So by the end of the game, he's got enough shots. He's in rhythm. He's not out of rhythm. He's already a part of the offense. Yeah. And now whoever you play has got to guard your big three relatively.
Right. I'm not knocking Milwaukee. Yeah. I feel like this is Boston's best year, to be honest with you. And then of course I like the Lakers. I think the Lakers, if they get it together, they can beat them. They can if they do what they need to do. And we'll talk about the Lakers in just a sec. But here's my sleeper team. I'm not too fond on the Suns. I know they got offensive firepower. They had Devin Booker and Kevin Durant last year, and without Bradley Beal, they got walked down and they got dogged. It wasn't close because they had no answer for Jokic, and I still think they don't have an answer.
They got the Bosnian beast.
I mean, he's cool. I still think his issue is foul trouble. It's always been foul trouble. Yeah, he always find a way. And when you play a man that can get you in foul trouble like Jokic, you ain't gonna be on the floor that much. And when they go to their depth, the Suns don't really got nothing. And it showed when they didn't have Booker and they had KD and they had the depth is not there. And this is a sleeper. I like Golden State. And the reason why, and I know people going to say I don't because they don't have the height.
They're small, bro.
But I hear you. But see, Golden State puts pressure on so many people because they have one of the greatest shooter and another great shooter. And they have the heart. See, sometimes Golden State beats you with heart and fear of their shooters. When Golden State, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson is going, they can beat anybody. With Draymond Green on that floor, he will give Jokic some problems. I ain't saying he's going to stop him, but he's going to make it tough for Jokic. He's going to make Jokic work. And they make Jokic got to get up the floor because Draymond pushed the tempo. Yeah. And then you got CP, even though he's older, he still can get the ball to the people that need to get the ball, and he can create shots. I like the Warriors. I really do, and I know a lot of people don't like them because they undersized.
Yeah.
But here's the thing:
Great regular season team.
When I'm shooting threes and you shooting twos, and my threes are falling, I know it's an if, but with Steph, it's always a big. The only thing with the Lakers was they neutralized everybody else, and Steph did his thing, but they took away.
They took away everybody.
But could Denver do that?
I don't see, but I just go back to your point about how good Denver is with that core and all that. I feel like Draymond can do that, but I feel like Jokic is not going to play around with Draymond. See, that's one thing about Jokic. Jokic will see Draymond at 6'6" and be like, you know what? Just come on down here to these deep waters.
Yeah.
Come on down here. Because the way you stop the Warriors from running is making them have to take the ball out the basket.
That's real.
Or when you're scoring at the basket and you're not selling it for threes for long rebounds, allow them to play in transition.
Yeah.
That's the way you beat the Warriors. That's how the Lakers to be successful. The way you're going to have to beat the Warriors is beating them up in the paint, dominating the glass, being methodical with your offense. And Denver Lakers pose that problem because the Warriors still lack size to be able to deal with the bigger teams. And that's what I'm saying. That's if the Warriors can avoid, say, the Lakers in Denver. Oh yeah, you got it.
I'd be surprised. I just look at the different matchups and how I feel like, of course, Denver kills them on size, but when you got movement and you got shooters and they just got to shoot, and they got Kuminga, they got athleticism, they can do some things. I'm not sleeping on the Warriors, bro. I think the Warriors gonna give anybody some problems, even if they don't have no size. They got Looney, and they got Draymond. That's enough size you need.
Who's your 8 in the West? When the playoffs, not the play.
We'll save that because we'll save that. The season just started.
Well, I would say, was this more like the early?
I don't know yet because the West is so strong right now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know. I can't tell you. Like the West right now.
So you got to give it to like Christmas.
I'm gonna give it to Christmas because the West right now, I don't know because
after the in-season tournament we can have.
Yeah, I can give you like who gonna be the ones that make the playoffs.
So right now, you heard that talk. After the in-season tournament, Bake said he'll have a better.
I'll give you better. Who gonna make the playoffs? Who ain't gonna make the playoffs? Who gonna do all that? Just give me some time. I got to see right now because right now. I can tell you ain't gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah. But y'all let us know who y'all think is going to dethrone Denver, or is Denver going to repeat and get their second NBA championship?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.